Op art is short for something called optical art, and this cube drawing is a fun example of how that works. All you have to do is draw some straight lines and then erase others, and then color to make some shadows. Your drawing will then look like it's ready to pop off that page. Hi, my name's Kathy, and I've been teaching kids how to draw for more than 20 years. You know, this project is really good for learning how to make a flat shape look like it has some form or dimension. And it's easy too. Just follow along with me. Step number 1. Here are the supplies needed: pencil, crayons, markers, straight edge, and a printed template page. It is included in the step-by-step tutorial download that you can find in the link below. Step number 2. The first thing to do is connect all 6 of the dots on the printed page. This template is available in my tutorial download. Use your straight edge to line up 2 dots and then draw a line between them. Now go on to the next pair of dots, line them up with your straight edge so you can see both of them, and draw a line between those 2. If the line is light, you can go over it a couple of times so you can see it better. Continue sliding your straight edge around until all the dots are connected. You will end up with a 6-sided shape, which, by the way, is also called a hexagon. Step number 3. Now we need to connect the pairs of dots that are across from each other. There are 6 dots, so we will be drawing 3 lines. Use your straight edge to line up 2 of them so you can see the dots and draw a line. I'm tracing mine a few times so you can see the line a little better. Continue this for the next 2 pair of dots too. Use your straight edge to line them up, draw a line, and then go on to the final pair, lining up the dots and again drawing a line between them. Step number 4. Now we need to add a dot in the middle of each of these lines. Choose one, try to picture where a center spot would be on that line, draw a dot, and check it again. It doesn't have to be exact, just give it your best shot. Now the rest of those lines need to have a center added as well. After you add dots to a few more, it will help you check to see that they all look kind of even. If not, just fix it before you go to the next step. You could, of course, use a ruler to do this step, but estimating lengths of lines is good practice too. Step number 5. Well, it's time to connect all of those dots. Use your straight edge to slide around and line up pairs of lines and draw a line in between them. When you're done, you should end up with a smaller looking hexagon. Step number 6. Now we need to just strategically erase a few lines. I'm starting with this diamond shape here, and I'm going to erase the middle line inside. I'm going to take a moment to trace that diamond again, just so you can be sure to see it. Now, do you see this diamond that's on its side? It needs to have the middle line erased too. When I'm done, I'll go over that shape so that you can see it a little better. And then there's one more diamond, this one right here. Erase the line inside and trace it too so you can also see it really well. Step number 7. Now the outside shapes need a little fix too. Do you see this arrow here? It has a line inside that needs to go away. When I'm done erasing, I'll trace the line so you can see it a little better. Moving up to the next arrow shape, that needs to have the middle line erased as well. If it helps, go over your lines when you're done so that you can clearly see things. And finally, move on to the last arrow shape. Erase that middle line inside, trace the shape, and you should see something that looks like a small cube sitting inside of a bigger cube. Step number 8. All right, the drawing is done. Just double check that your lines look like my sample, and then trace away with a black marker. When the tracing is done, take just a minute to erase any pencil lines that might still be showing. Step number 9. Now for the coloring. Starting with the inside cube, pick one side and color it really heavily with a crayon so that you can get the darkest color possible. Then with the same crayon, go on to another side, either one, it doesn't matter, and fill it in as light as you can. It needs to show up, but it does need to be light. The last side of the cube now needs to be a medium shade of that same color. I like to start coloring light and then make it a little darker until it looks like it's halfway between the light and the dark. Now pick any of the outer arrow shapes and with a different crayon, press hard and make the color as dark as you can. Move on to either of the other two arrow shapes and this time fill it in as lightly as you can. Finally, fill in the last arrow shape with something that looks like a medium shade of that color. Remember, it shouldn't match the dark side or the light side, but look like it's somewhere in between. There are many ways to color this op art cube. Just remember you'll get your best results when you use 3 shades of one color on the inside and the outside. If you'd like to see some more examples, here are a few other color combinations. You know, once you learn how to get 3 shades of color from one crayon, light, medium, and dark, all kinds of things are possible. At Art Projects for Kids, you'll find hundreds more drawing lessons that over the years have helped millions of kids learn how to draw. There's one for drawing a Celtic knot and a cube. I hope you try those projects out too. See you next time.